So is he going to run for governor? Newsom.
For president?
I mean, for president.
Probably. I don't know what I would vote for, but I'm skeptical of a Democrat from San Francisco running for president. He seems very lefty, which is why he's doing things like saying trans girls should not be competing in sports. He's trying to appeal, make it look like he's not so left.
So is he like fundraising for it and stuff like that?
He doesn't have any committees open right now, but that doesn't mean he can't open a committee later and transfer money.
Okay, so is he fundraising for anything right now?
For the ballot initiative Prop 50. We're very intentionally gerrymandering.
So if there's any funding left over from that and he decides to run for president, he can transfer that money.
He can transfer to a PAC and then,
Oh, and is that legal? It is. Wow.
Depending how you do it.
Nothing I dislike more than the politician that sits there and lies to you.
Governor Gavin Newsom of California has been all in campaigning for Prop 50. Proposition allows redrawing of district lines in California, potentially breaking up conservative areas and merging them into larger Democrat-leading districts so GOP votes no longer win seats. Well, in the past couple of months, many were speculating if Newsom is running a shadow presidential campaign under this new Prop 50 initiative, but until now we didn't really have any evidence. Newsom appears to have some type of national political endeavor, as even CBS's Bob Costa asked him about his national campaigning in red states.
After the 2026 midterms, you're going to give it serious thought.
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying, and I can't do that.
With Newsom aggressively touting Prop 50 right before he potentially decides to run for the 2028 Democratic nomination, our journalist met with Ross Pike, a director of the California Democratic Party. Pike oversees all of Orange County, Riverside County, and San Diego County for the Democrat Party of California.
I'm the regional director for the California Democratic Party, and I just finished serving as the acting chair for the San Diego County Democratic Party, which is the second largest Democratic Party in the state of California. So I serve in the number 2 position within the party. I'm the only Democrat and only LGBTQ person to hold 2 offices simultaneously in the county of San Diego. And then I just got re-elected this last 2024.
The California Democratic Party's director immediately revealed to the undercover journalist, he did not know that he was being recorded, that Newsom is not only the primary funder of Prop 50, Newsom is acting as its chief salesman, aggressively pushing it to the voters, potentially to later funnel those funds into his 2028 presidential campaign.
So is he going to run for governor? Newsom.
For president?
I mean, for president.
Probably. I don't know what I would vote for.
Do you guys know if he's thinking about it?
I'm sure of this.
But you don't know.
I would be shocked if he did. I'm skeptical of a Democrat from San Francisco running for president. He seems very lefty, which is why he's doing things like saying trans girls should not be competing in sports. He's trying to appeal, make it look like he's not so left.
So is he like fundraising for it and stuff like that?
He doesn't have any committees open right now, but that doesn't mean he can't open a committee later and transfer money.
From where?
One account to another account.
Like what account?
Let's say he opens up a committee that he gets to represent. For example, start fundraising into that, and then once the president transfers the money over to that account.
Okay, so is he fundraising for anything right now?
For the ballot initiative Prop 50. He is the major funder of that initiative.
So if there's any funding left over from that and he decides to run for president, he can transfer that money.
He can transfer to a PAC and then,
And is that legal? It is. Wow.
Depending how you do it.
No, there isn't a, quote, depends on how you do it. What the California director here is suggesting isn't just unethical, it's not allowed under California state law. Law 89519 says surplus campaign funds can only be used for very limited purposes, things like donating to charity, returning the money to donors, or transferring funds to a similar committee. What you cannot do is take that money raised for one campaign or ballot initiative and roll it into a completely different future run, like a presidential campaign. So if Gavin Newsom is bankrolling Prop 50 now with the intention of later transferring that cash into a 2028 presidential bid, as this Democratic Party official suggests, that would be a direct violation of California campaign finance law. As you may have seen, On the California campaign trail, Newsom has told voters that Prop 50 is not about redrawing district lines.
Prop 50 is not about drawing lines on a map.
Isn't this the same Newsom who said he hates when a politician, quote, sits there and lies to you?
Nothing I dislike more than the politician that sits there and lies to you.
So the Attorney General is like wait for filing new lawsuits almost every single day. And right now what we're doing is with Proposition 50 is because you know how you hear about how Texas was looking to redistrict their maps.
Yeah, I did hear that.
So California said, fine, we'll redistrict our maps. Literally what the talking point is fighting fire with fire.
So it is gerrymandering in a way, but you're being completely open and honest about it. Like, that is what we're doing. Okay.
Very much. That's why ours is being voted on by the people. So that's the other thing is though, yes, we're very intentionally gerrymandering. We're asking the voters for permission. It's very much going to be framed as this is a fight back against Trump. Yes, I'm Prop 50.
Okay, I see.
That's how it's going to be. It's basically just leveling the playing field.
Ross Pike even agreed that the reason for the gerrymandering of California is to ensure Republicans do not hold office ever again.
So, with all that redistricting stuff for gerrymandering, is it going to come to a point where you guys, the goal is to not have any Republicans in office ever in California, period?
Ideally, but I don't think it's possible.
Now, if you were hoping the California Democratic Party's director was focused on helping California citizens, think again. On hidden camera, he proudly bragged about spending party funds to run Spanish language ads teaching illegal immigrants how to avoid ICE, even putting out alerts about where ICE was operating so they could steer clear.
Now, I will say, so when I was chair, what I did is I took a portion of our budget and I ran social media ads that were Spanish on like what to do if ICE knocks on your door, things like that. And that's also another thing, is you'd have to fundraise specifically for that.
So you marketed for people to get resources how to avoid ICE, where they would
What do you
be?
do if you encounter ICE? What do you do if ICE knocks on your door?
And like where to avoid them, like where they'll be and stuff like that?
And yeah, a lot of promoting like, oh, there's an ICE raid at the grocery store right now, stay away.
Okay. Well, that's good at least.
We reached out to Gavin Newsom's office, the Democratic Party of California, and Ross Pike for comment. We're waiting to hear back from all parties involved. I doubt they're going to say, you got me, because they never do, but we'll include their comment when we receive it. With the potential 2028 presidential candidates coming into the fold, OMG will be investigating and following all leads on this front. And if you're on the inside, please email us, tips@o'keefemediagroup.com or signal 914-491-9395. That's 914-491-9395. Stay tuned. This is James O'Keefe. You know me for exposing the truth and holding the corrupt elite responsible and accountable. However, today I want to tell you about protecting your own freedom, your finances. Before you buy any gold or silver, hear this. We're going through one of the biggest financial shifts of our lifetime. De-dollarization. Nations like China, Russia, and Saudi Arabia are pulling away from the US dollar. And that threatens your savings and retirement security. Legendary investor Ray Dalio warns skyrocketing debt, relentless money printing, and a weakening dollar are all part of a dangerous cycle that could impact you. That's why more Americans are turning to real assets like physical gold and silver. Gold just surged past $3,700 per ounce, and momentum is building. I've partnered with veteran-owned American Independence Gold to help you take action. Open a qualifying account today and get up to $10,000 in bonus gold and our free gold protection guide. And here's the best part. A portion of every sale supports Tunnel to Towers and Wounded Warriors. Freedom isn't given, it's secured. This is James O'Keefe. As always, this is not financial advice. Always check with your licensed financial advisor before you invest.